Hey guys, so this is day 5 and this is the arm and ab workout number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my workout. Feel free to follow along. I'm going to show you what equipment I'll be using, so let's get started. Okay, so with this workout, I'm not using as much equipment as I normally do, and like I said in the other videos, you could either do this with just body weight or you can add heavier weights, but this is just what I'm using. So I'm using these bands that I got for the arm part, and I will be using these 3-pound dumbbells with them. I will be using the 10-pound weight for the ab exercises, and I'm using this storage chest that I have in my living room as a bench. Hey guys, so this is the second arm and ab workout for this week. I'm starting off with a quick warm-up. I'm doing 25 arm circles, 2 sets of these, first set going forward and the second set going backwards. And the next warm-up is push-pulls. So it looks a little bit awkward, but I'm doing a little bit of a squat and I'm just pushing my arms out as if I'm pushing up against a wall and then pulling them back and squeezing them tight just to get warmed up. I do a total of 20 reps of these. Next is arm swings. I'm doing 20 reps of these, just swinging my arms back and forth. And then the last warm-up is side stretches, 20 reps of these. Okay, so the first set of exercises that I'm doing are the dips on this bench that I have. I'm doing 20 reps with just a wide grip on the bench. And then I'm following that up with single leg dips, and I'm doing 10 dips on each leg. Next up, we move on to push-ups. I've decided to do them elevated for this routine, so I'm using this bench. I'm doing the wide push-ups first, and I'm doing 20 reps. Then I do another 20 reps of push-ups with my hands closer together, just a more narrow push-up. So the last set of push-ups that I'm doing are the diamond push-ups, where I just make a diamond shape with my hands and I try to push down as far as I can. It's a little movement, but it really makes you sore the next day. I also do 20 reps of those. Okay, so next up we move on to the band exercises, and I have once again put the band through my bed, but with these exercises I'm using 3-pound weights in each hand just to make it a little bit more difficult. So I'm starting off with the bicep curls and I'm doing 2 sets of 25 reps. Then we move on to the one arm rows, and I'm doing 2 sets of 25, so I'm just doing 25 reps on each arm with one 3-pound weight. So now we move on to the back row, so it's the same movement, but I'm using both arms at the same time. I have a 3-pound weight in each hand, and I'm doing 2 sets of 25 reps. And the final arm workout with the bands is going to be the fly. I'm using 2 3-pound dumbbells again and doing 2 sets of 25. Okay, the first ab exercise that I'm going to be doing is an overhead toe touch. So I'm using a 10-pound weight, pulling it up over my head and then bringing it towards my toes. I'm doing 2 sets of 20 reps. Then we move on to the knee tucks. I am doing 2 sets of 20 reps of these also. Then I decided to throw in some Pilates moves, so I'm just going to do single leg toe taps. Just make sure that you're tightening your abs in this and you slowly drop down each foot at a time. I'm doing 2 sets of 20 reps. And then we move on to the next exercise, which is the same thing, it's just double leg toe taps. So you're using both legs at the same time. 2 sets, 20 reps each. Okay, so keep it up. We've only got 3 more exercises to go. The next one is the bicycle crunch, and I'm doing 2 sets of 20 reps. Now we move on to the Russian twist. This one is really difficult if you elevate your legs. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can keep them on the ground or on the bench and just twist back and forth. And if you want to make it more difficult, you can use a weight in your hands as you're twisting back and forth. I do 2 sets of 20 reps. And then we move on to our final exercise, which is mountain climbers. So I'm doing 50 mountain climbers just straight through. When I say 50, I mean each time my knee comes up, I count that as 1 rep.